Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Veteran Mountain Man and we're going to continue Rules for Radicals right now. And we are still in the section where we are discussing the ethics of means and ends. And the 10th rule of ethics for means and ends, according to Saul Alinsky, is that you do what you can with what you have and clothe it in a moral garment. Now what that basically means is that whatever you do, you have to make it sound moral. And by make it sound moral, he literally means just that. You make it appear as though you took the moral high ground. And no matter what, it is immoral for your opponents to deny what you did. He goes to state that even in the United States, the Sam Adams, one of the firebrands and radicals of the American Revolution, made it clear that the American Revolution was a moral revolution. However, he also stated that it was immoral for Shays' Rebellion and demanded the execution of the rebels who initiated Shays' Rebellion. And he did this on a moral stance. Now, one of the reasons that Sam Adams took that stance was that the United States was attempting to stand up, and the members of Shays' Rebellion were trying to force a schism in the colonies and take a section of the colonies and go off on their own because they lost the vote for the Constitution and the concepts of the Constitution. And so what he was trying to do was bring together the country and not let it schism off. I think that Sam Adams probably did the argument not justice. I think he should have argued that it was illogical to cede control of a group, a large portion of a nation that was just being founded, simply because they disagreed with what their neighbors wanted and found another way to discuss the issues at hand. Anyhow, the 11th rule of the ethics of means and ends is that the goal must be phrased in general terms, like liberty, equality, fraternity, of the common welfare, pursuit of happiness, or bread and peace. Now, the reason he goes into this is because this will actually trick the masses into believing that what you're discussing is actually for them. And so the entirety of his moral set has very little to do with actual morality as we would understand it, actually creating a code of what is acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior, and instead it's more of a code to justify how radicals behave in order to give them the power that they're demanding. And I think accepting this as part of society and as a code of behavior is foolish. If we allow people to live and behave in this fashion, we've lost the social contract, because the concept of the social contract and the social fabric, which comes from Rousseau and Locke and several others, is that the social contract is created by society for a common moral standard, and that all in society have to live and share those morals, or else you don't have a functioning social contract. And if you've got people behaving under the ethics of means and ends by Saul Alinsky, you will never have a functioning social contract, because they will constantly be trying to destroy the social contract in order to create whatever they want. And the actions of those people, if they're following all of the moral codes of means and ends, will make it so that they demand the only thing that they will accept will be complete and utter surrender to their own decision-making. So the ideas that he's presenting in that moral code are literally the moral code of an authoritarian dictator. And it makes me sad that this kind of concept, that this idea, came out of American universities. Because it shouldn't have. This is an excuse for dictatorship. Well, thank you all again for joining me on another episode of Rules for Radicals as I'm continuing to delve through Saul Alinsky's books. I did not cover each and every means and ends moral code change that Saul prescribes. However, all of them tend to be dictatorial and push for authoritarianism as opposed to pure freedom. And so I figured I would cover the major ones that upset me the most and I disagreed with the most, and allow you to read them and come to your own understanding. Thank you all again for joining me. If you're on VidMe, please upvote, follow, and leave a comment. If you're catching me syndicated on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, or better yet, come on over to VidMe and join me there on the new video platform where censorship is not king and we're not stuck in the gulag anymore. Thank you all again for joining me. Please remember you can visit me at Minds, Twitter, or Gab. The links are down below. And as always, have yourselves a great day.